can be one of the most trickiest placements to assess, but if utilized well, then this can give you the best of success, mass success, which no other planetary entity can be able to give you. Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. We have been doing a number of placements connected to how beneficial results can come to us, and we have talked a series about how planets can become special or can bring in special energy in your horoscope by virtue of their placements, yogas, aspects, conjunction and so forth. And in that series we have completed all the planets which can bring about special energies, and through special assessment of those placements you can identify whether the planet can be construed as a special energy in your horoscope, whether it is special Sun, special Saturn, special Moon, special Rahu, special Jupiter. And so we have completed the entire series except the one that we are talking today, and this is the placement of Ketu, which if identified well can be seen as a special Ketu in your horoscope, bringing to you special manifestation, special possibilities also for you. Now this is a difficult placement to assess whether Ketu is a truly special Ketu for us or not, for the simple reason Ketu is a planet of negation, a planet of denial. Ketu generally denies you the results of the house, the sign and the planet with which it is placed in, with or in. However, in special circumstances, Ketu can surely give back much more than any other planetary entity or energy can give you. In fact, it can give you much more than Rahu also. However, the difference can be Rahu gives you a sudden growth, stupendous growth like a nuclear explosion, but the bringing you down to the earth can also be as strong with Rahu if the energies are not understood well. Ketu is a different energy on the other hand. Ketu is the energy of denying you the results for a long period of time. It is like you have to do penance for Ketu to be able to give you good results. But once you have done that penance, then Ketu can give you fantastic results over a period of time if you understand the energy of Ketu, manifest the energies of Ketu, live by the characteristics, the personality of Ketu, and live to the truest energy of Ketu, denying yourself the result while living for others. That's why Ketu is also known as the planet of spirituality, because Ketu is a manifestation of one foot in this world, one foot in the neither world, which means Ketu says that if you are living more for the other world, for the hereafter, and because of that your foot in this world tries to do those actions by virtue of which your other foot in the other world can raise your spiritual elevation, then I will give you fantastic results both of this world and maybe a strong promise of better results in the hereafter as well. That's why Ketu is also one of the strongest planets connected to moksha, connected to spirituality, and that's why Ketu in the 12th house also has a special mention in the shloka that this can be a fantastic placement, fantastic energy for you. So let us jump in and understand which can be a special placement for Ketu but with certain riders. One placement of Ketu which can be seen or construed as a special Ketu, especially with certain riders, is the placement of Ketu in the Dusthanas. Ketu and Rahu both do very well in the Dusthanas, but Ketu does better in the Dusthanas than even Rahu. The reason being is Dusthanas also bring you challenges, issues, obstacles, problems. Ketu is a planet of denial. So Ketu denies you those challenges, those obstacles, those issues, but only if you're true to the manifestation and the characteristics of Ketu. Which means while Ketu is, say for example, in the 6th house, you are living a life of doing service. You don't think much for yourself, but you think of others. Many times, if you are able to live with that mindset that I want to serve, I want to give back to people, and you have that empathy, you are somebody who wants to reach out to help people, tries to look around you, tries to help people, then over a period of time, because your principles and values are more about helping others, deep down your consciousness is about helping others, then over a period of time Ketu can give you fantastic results. However, Ketu in the Dusthanas does better in certain signs, while in certain signs Ketu may not be able to give you the results of a special Ketu. So firstly, Ketu, if it gets into the 6th house, if it's placed in the 6th house in the sign of Scorpio, which it co-rules along with Mars, then this can truly be construed as a special Ketu if, what does the Scorpio sign represent? Transformation, a regeneration. So if you are somebody who regenerates your ability to be able to help others, transforms yourself away from materialism but doing more for others, and Ketu in the 6th house and Scorpio, which means transform your way of thinking from moving away from yourself but to serve others, do more for others, then Ketu protects you from going down to competition. Ketu doesn't allow those people who are working behind your back to have the upper hand. People may do something behind your back, and many times with Ketu in the 6th house, you may also be oblivious of who is doing what. Ketu in the 6th house in your chart, many times you may not know at work who's trying to do what behind your back. Ketu will also protect you from getting into unnecessary debts and loans, unnecessary bad food habits, unnecessary those challenges because of which your discipline in life goes down. As long as you are manifesting that energy to help others, to serve others and living a life for others, then over a period of time Ketu denies all competition to have the upper hand over you, and you may do very, very well. Now this is also important that there should be some special aspects, certain energies which should also be strong. If Mars is very strong in your horoscope, or Mars aspects Ketu or the 6th house, this can be one of the most fantastic placements for sports people, especially those people who are not looking for glory. Say for example, a sports person is an amateur sports person, not somebody who is doing the sport for professional reasons, and maybe is doing it for the glory of the country, glory of the county, glory of the state, glory of the company maybe for which some people may compete. Then this can be a very good placement where over a period of time, starting slow but with discipline connected to doing well in that area, doing it for others, doing it for your country, doing for a larger manifestation than yourself, then you will find that you may start slow but you end very, very strong. Mass adulation comes to you, the best of records comes to you, say for example in sports or in service or in the medical profession or anything connected to sports. Ketu can give you fantastic results. Same thing, Ketu in the 8th house in the sign of Scorpio can do very, very good results, or can bring very good results for you. In some other signs also, especially the Mool Trikona signs of other planets, say for example in Aries, Mool Trikona sign of Mars, it can do very well because Ketu is to a certain extent like Mars. To a certain extent, Ketu can also do well in Leo or even Aquarius in the 8th house. However, here your transformation is to help overcome the obstacles that life throws at you, and more than yourself, to help others overcome challenges, obstacles that the 8th house brings in people's life. So if you are in a profession which helps in medical emergencies or distress emergencies, or if you are in a department or in a country where you are in that disaster management, or you are in a profession which is about dealing with other people, helping other people, managing other people's challenges and issues, say for example in the fire brigade, or helping those people who are the poorest of the poor through microfinance, because Ketu 8th house is also other people's money and you are giving it off for others rather than for yourself, then over a period of time this can give you fantastic results. This can also bring you a lot of creative energy, especially if Venus is very strong, Moon is very strong, Sun is very strong in your horoscope, and getting in some way either through aspect on the 8th house or the 12th or the Lagna, then this can also bring a lot of creative energies for you. You can also have mass adulation from a creative perspective also, especially for acting, this can be a very good placement also for those professions which are connected to astrology or the occult sciences, or connected to surgery, connected to medicine, especially if Mars gets into the mix, either Mars and Ketu in the 8th house or Mars aspecting Ketu in the 8th house. Say for example Mars in the Lagna and aspecting Ketu in the 8th house, or even Mars in the 12th house. This can give you fantastic gains, being a very good doctor, even a surgeon, even a woman who can be a gynec also can give you very good placements. Then Ketu in the 12th house, again in the sign of Scorpio or these three other signs, in Leo or in Aquarius or in Aries, can also give you fantastic gains, especially where you are doing or getting connected to the professions or where you are doing it for others. For example, in the armed services, Ketu protects your longevity both in the 8th house also as well as in the 12th house, protects you from those challenges because of which you are at the receiving end of enemies, especially if you are in the armed forces or in the police force. Then Ketu protects you and avoids you sometimes even coming face to face with them, but yet because you may be a leader, you lead from the front, the glory can be yours, built over a period of time, either in Aries or in Leo. Aries and Leo are fighting signs. Scorpio is a sign where you go deep down, understand, strategize and then overcome your enemies. Aquarius is a sign of doing things for the masses, where you are ready to lay down your life for the masses, for your countrymen. Then too Ketu, because your manifestation is for higher results for the masses, then Ketu can bring you fantastic results when Ketu is in the Dusthanas in the 6th, 8th or the 12th house. But if there are aspects involved of any benefits, especially if it's involving Sun or Mars, this can be very, very good results. Then Ketu in the 3rd house can also give you good results, because 3rd house is the house of effort, self-enterprise. So here Ketu can allow you to get very good results with less effort. Ketu prevents very high effort and then get results, but you need to be able to keep a disciplined life and not become light like a bicycle, not become lazy. But if you are able to do that, for example, a lot of people who are on the social media and working for the masses, they don't care so much for their own success, but they're living for the success of others. They are doing maybe an Instagram or a YouTube where they're trying to help others. They don't care how many subscribers I have or subscriptions I have, followers I have, how many people are following me, but day in and day out, over a period of time, they keep relentlessly giving tips, guiding people, advising people, consulting people with maybe even free services, free guiding. Then over a period of time, this can give you fantastic results, especially if Jupiter gets into the mix, where Jupiter is either aspecting Ketu with its 5th or the 9th aspect, or Jupiter is even in conjunction with Ketu with maybe some creative planets in the 10th house. Either Venus or Moon getting into the 10th house can also bring you fantastic results on the social media built over a period of time. Then Ketu also in the 11th house, which is the house of masses, societal values, societal consciousness, societal something that you do for society, where there is a societal need which is in your eyes, in your mindset, that you want to help. So because of societal consideration, if you are leading a life or wanting to do for others for a social cause, very important social cause, like for example you are working for PETA, or you are working for Child Relief on You Cry, or you are working for any large scale societal caring organization where you can give back to the world, maybe through climate change or something. So where you're working at a mass level doing something for society and not thinking so much about yourself. Then even a politician who is working for the upliftment of the poor or a certain class, or wanting to do something for their country without thinking too much about their own lives, maybe even ready to go to jail but not leaving the sight of the people, then over a period of time this can also bring you mass success. Many times Ketu in the 11th house can be misunderstood as not giving you mass success, which is not wrong. As long as you are not living for yourself, you're not living for your wishes and desires, but you're living to fulfill the wishes and desires of the multitudes, then over a period of time Ketu can give you fantastic results, especially if Ketu gets either into the sign of Scorpio, which it co-rules with Mars, or into these signs which are also for problem solving or healing or fighting for others. Aries, Leo, Aquarius stand out as those signs in which Ketu can do very well, especially in the 11th house as well. However, here Ketu has to be under the aspect of a benefic, either a moon or a Venus or a Jupiter. Then Ketu in the second house can also do very, very well for you, where whatever you earn or the income that you are getting, you are living your life by principles and values. You don't want to get into shortcuts. You don't want to fudge data. You don't want to cheat to be able to get a better livelihood. Then built over a period of time, where sometime very late in life, but Ketu can initially give you huge ups and downs, where your bank balance may not be enough, money may not be coming in that much, but built over a period of time, fantastic, huge amounts of money may come to you, where you don't even know what to do with that money, especially if Ketu is in the second house under the aspect of benefics and getting into important signs. Here Ketu does very well in the sign of Taurus also. Ketu does very well in the sign of Cancer also in the second house over a period of time, where you are caring for others, concerned about others, and money comes into you in droves. And lastly, Ketu in the 12th house can be a truly special Ketu, but here it's a tricky placement, where many a times we live in this dream world that we will do something very well or big in life, and we are very, very disconcerted with what's happening in the world. Many a times we have to struggle a lot, and we become unrealistic also. Ketu in the 12th house says, don't be too unrealistic, don't get into this dreamy world, create imaginary castles, keep your feet planted on the ground and work towards giving back to society, doing something charitable, living for others. So if you're living that manifestation, even if you are living a slightly materialistic life, but your main focus is what is my legacy, what I'm going to leave behind, then Ketu can truly bring you fantastic results here in the 12th house also, especially connected to either Cancer sign or Pisces sign or Sagittarius signs. Pisces and Sagittarius are signs of Jupiter, even in Leo sign, because soul or sun being the karaka of the soul and Leo being the sign which sun rules, and Ketu going into that sign. And if there is an aspect of benefic, two benefics, or if Jupiter or Sun also goes into the 12th house with Ketu, this can also be a strong placement, a good placement over a big period of time, where you can even get a crack at moksha itself, as long as you live for the multitudes, as long as you are charitable, as long as you are giving back, not thinking too much for yourself materialistically. However, friends, Ketu or being a special Ketu has huge ups and downs in life. Many times you have to completely negate thinking about yourself. Sometimes even you are the receiving end of not getting something back from the family as much as you do also for others. This is also, in a way, zodiac is telling you that I want to truly give you a very good hereafter life. So don't focus too much energies on this world, especially if you are in this world and you feel a little solitude, you don't seem to connect very strongly with family, you're a little lost, you don't know what's going on, materialistically also you're not getting very big success. Then it is not a time to feel depressed or to get frustrated or anxious. It is a time to look at, where is my Ketu placed? What is the Ketu manifesting? What is it making possible for me? And then try and live according to the manifestation of Ketu. And then see, over a period of time, when you work for others, especially in this dejected situation, frustration, anxiety bringing situation, over a period of time, you will find very positive energies keep getting attracted towards you, and the zodiac makes it possible for you to do not only good work but fantastic work, where multitudes of masses may join with you, if not your family, if not the loved ones or immediate ones, and over a period of time you are able to give back much more to society than you ever could think of. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me at the links given below. Until some other time with some other video, this is a friend, astrologer and guide Irfan signing off. Ciao.